Good day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, do hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. Now, here's something really important that's just come up, and we need to break it down together. The headline is this: the Simon Ekpa case. The Nigerian government is commending the Finnish authorities over his 6-year sentencing. Let's dig into what's going on, why it matters, and what it means in plain, clear English, so everyone watching can follow along. Here's the gist. Simon Ekpa was sentenced in Finland to 6 years in prison by the Päijät-Häme District Court for terrorism-related offenses. He is a Nigerian Finnish citizen who has been involved in separatist activities linked to the region of the southeast of Nigeria, the so-called Biafra region. Now, the Nigerian government, through its information minister Mohammed Idris, described Ekpa's conviction as a major victory for the fight against terror. What the government is saying, that this shows that Nigeria is working with international partners to clamp down on individuals who, according to the courts, were contributing to instability. So they are commending Finland. Here are some deeper details you should know so you understand fully Ekpa's activities. The Finnish court found that between August 2021 and November 2024, Ekpa was involved in incitement to commit crimes with terrorist intent, participation in a terrorist organization, aggravated tax fraud, and the supplying of weapons, explosives, and ammunition to armed groups in Nigeria's southeast region. He used social media, especially the platform X, formerly Twitter, to issue what the court described as directives or orders to his followers, including sit-at-home orders in the southeast of Nigeria. There's been a rupture. The main separatist group Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has said that Ekpa is not part of them and they disown his methods. Nigeria had asked for his extradition from Finland at different times, and there has been coordination with Finnish authorities. Now, why this is especially notable: international cooperation, that the Finnish court could try and convict someone for crimes that had impact in Nigeria, shows cross-border legal reach and seriousness. Message to agitators and separatists: the government can say, look, global partners are watching, actions will have consequences. Implications for the southeast region: the region has faced sit-at-home orders, disruptions of economic activities, and this conviction might affect how much of that can continue. For example, a report estimated that losses from such shutdowns exceeded US $4.79 billion. Potential for escalation or shift: because Ekpa is a figurehead of sorts, his imprisonment might create a vacuum and we'll have to watch how his supporters react. So, what does the Nigerian government actually say? They say they welcome the judgment, call it a major victory, and see it as part of their collective fight against terror. Also, President Bola Tinubu earlier commended the Finnish government for its intervention in Ekpa's case and emphasized that Nigeria will not tolerate divisiveness. But, and this is important, there are a few caveats and things to watch. The arrest and trial in Finland mean Ekpa is still in Finnish custody. Any extradition to Nigeria is not yet guaranteed. The conviction is under Finnish law, so while it has implications for Nigeria, this is not directly Nigeria's judicial system doing the sentencing. There is the question of how much this will actually reduce violence or sit-at-home orders in the southeast. Some analysts warn that the movement may adapt, find new leaders, or go underground. The Nigerian government might use this outcome as a political tool, both to show action and to possibly regulate or clamp down on dissent-linked activity in the southeast. Now for you, what does this mean? What should we be thinking about? If you live in the southeast region, you'll want to watch whether Monday, sit-at-home, orders ease off. The freedom of movement, business opening, and general peace might improve. For business owners and traders, if enforcement around shutdowns decreases, that could be positive for the economy in the region. For youth and activists, the message is that online calls to violence, even if made from abroad, can bring legal consequences. For the broader Nigerian state, this might strengthen its diplomatic, legal posture, showing it is not just inward-facing but using global legal frameworks. Let's speculate a little bit. Suppose you were in the shoes of the government in Abuja or the security agencies. What next steps might you take? You'd probably monitor the supporters of Ekpa and the web of influence he built. Social media channels, online broadcasts, network of fundraising. You might engage community leaders in the southeast to reduce fear, to rebuild trust. If people were afraid of the sit-at-home and the armed enforcement behind it, you'd want to reassure them. You'd collaborate with Finland more closely, asset freezes, coordination on extradition, tracking of funding flows across borders. You might work on restoration, economic relief, incentives for businesses in the region, public messaging about peace and security. From your side, as a viewer, stay informed. If you hear orders to shut down business without clear reason, question them, demand clarity, participate in civic dialogues, because these kinds of situations show how activism, technology, media, funding, and cross-border law all combine in unique ways. In summary, the sentencing of Simon Ekpa to 6 years in Finland is a significant moment. The Nigerian government has publicly commended Finland and framed it as a win in the fight against terror. But it's not the full solution. There's still work to be done on the ground in the southeast, in engaging communities, restoring normal commerce, and ensuring that this moment is leveraged for peace rather than just a headline. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. I'll keep watching this story and we'll come back with further developments like how Ekpa's supporters respond, how the southeast reacts, and whether business really picks up again in the region.